So we got James Degale squaring off against Badou Jack on Saturday night in a big super middleweight unification showdown, WBC IBF. A lot of people are picking Badou Jack in this fight, and I can understand why. Because if you look at recent form, Badou Jack, for my money, has looked more impressive. I thought he looked better against Lucian Bute than James Degale did, even though the scoring in the Badou Jack-Bute fight was way off. In my opinion, I thought Badou Jack won it pretty comfortably. James Degale struggled with Porky Medina. Some people even think James Degale lost that fight. Whereas Badou Jack actually stopped Porky Medina. That wasn't recently, that was several years ago, but he stopped him. So you look at the recent performances, Badou Jack has looked more solid. James Degale's looked a bit wishy-washy. With all that being said, I'm actually going to take James Degale to win this fight. And the thing that has swayed it for me is that for the past 6 months, for the first time in James Degale's career, he's been working with a strength and conditioning slash nutritionist. Strength and conditioning coach slash nutritionist. And if you look at the training footage of James Degale, which has been uploaded to YouTube on various different channels this week, physically, he looks by far in the best condition I've ever seen him in. James Degale normally has a very soft look to his body. They didn't call him chunky for no reason. Now he looks more like a top-level athlete, physically. And I think not only aesthetically, but also if you've seen the footage of James Degale on the pads, those left hands he was throwing were cracking into those pads with terrific sharpness. I think we're going to see the best James Degale we've ever seen in this fight here with Badou Jack. I don't mean it's going to be an easy fight. Not at all. Badou Jack is a very good, solid fighter. He's very big. Badou Jack has said himself recently that a move to 175 is drawing close because he does find it quite difficult to make 168. So he's a big guy. He's a strong guy. He may even be physically stronger than James Degale in there, although that remains to be seen. With this new physique that James Degale has, this new strength and conditioning that he's been doing, maybe his strength will be so improved that he'll be able to hang in there with a strong guy like Badou Jack on the inside when it comes to mauling and wrestling. But I think that, as I say, the strength and conditioning that he's been doing and the nutrition over 6 months now, this is not just the camp for this fight, this is over the past 6 months, James Degale has said. I think it could make the difference and take James Degale to the next level. And I think James Degale overall is a more versatile fighter than Badou Jack. I think he's got a better chin than Badou Jack. I think he's faster than Badou Jack. And I think he hits harder than Badou Jack. James Degale's issue, at least for me, has been a stamina problem in the mid-rounds particularly. Seems to fade. And also a physical strength issue. Because a lot of fighters find it easy to push James Degale back and get him on the ropes and pin him there, including Lucian Bute late in that fight. So I'm going to say that this new physique, not just a new physique, but what the new physique can do, is going to give James Degale the edge. That's what I feel. He has the skills. He has the versatility. He has the experience. I think now with a little extra power and a little extra strength, it should take him over the line and make him the WBC and IBF unified super middleweight world champion. I think he's going to do it on points. It could be a stoppage. I think with the extra power he's got now, and Badou Jack, I don't think has ever had the greatest chin. We saw that in the Derek Edwards fight. But he does protect his chin quite well. Anthony Durrell is a good puncher, but he never managed to get Badou Jack out of there. So it doesn't mean just because somebody can punch, they're going to go in there and knock Badou Jack out. George Groves can punch. He never managed to get Badou Jack out of there either. So I'm not getting gassed by power or anything like that. But I do feel that James Degale has got a better skill set than the likes of George Groves, or at least a more versatile skill set than the likes of George Groves or Anthony Durrell. So yeah, I'm taking Chunky in the fight. He has the power to knock Badou Jack out, but I'm going to go with a points decision. Now, some people are going to say the fight's in the United States. If it's close, you have to figure that Badou Jack will get it. And that's fair enough. I believe this is the first time that James Degale will have fought a Mayweather fighter, because he's fought Al Haymon fighters before. When he fought Andre Durrell, that's when James Degale wasn't with Al Haymon yet. And he fought Andre Durrell, who was with Al Haymon, and he got the decision in a pretty close fight. Since then, he's signed with Al Haymon, obviously, and he's fought Lucian Bute, who's an Al Haymon fighter, so on and so forth. And he got the benefit of the doubt. But this is the first time he will have gone up against a Mayweather fighter, a TMT fighter. So perhaps Mayweather's political clout might be able to sway judges in Jack's favor if the fight is close. We do have to take that into consideration. So, I don't know. I'm going to say James Degale wins the fight on points, but he may not get the decision, possibly, because of the political influence of Mayweather. I don't know. That's just a possibility I'll throw out there. Drop your comments in the comment section below. How do you see this fight going? Are you picking Badou Jack? Are you picking James Degale? Are you, like me, convinced that the strength and conditioning and nutrition that James Degale's been partaking in is going to give him that little extra 5 to 7%, which will make the difference in this Badou Jack fight? Or do you think that little extra 5 to 7%, maybe more than that, percentage-wise, will be good enough to overcome Badou Jack? Maybe it won't be good enough in terms of compensating for his lack of stamina or physical strength, or his lack of perceived stamina and physical strength. Drop it all in the comment section below. Let me know how you feel. Give me your predictions. It's your boy Hatman. I'm out.